Yeah.
There's a step, huh?
Yeah.
Is that good? What the heck? Are there cars?
Being blind was very difficult, and in order to successfully adapt to blindness, I feel like you would need to adjust by taking classes and therapeutic counseling for your visual disability. These classes focuses on helping the individual adjust and help with their emotional health, and also provides them with other resources that can benefit them. They can also explore various devices that will help them with their visual disabilities, like what was discussed in class, the different apps that could help the user read signs that they can't see, and also have other people assist them when needed. And they could also learn Braille, because that would be the only way that they could read without any electronic devices, so that would be very beneficial to them. And learning how to live independently is a big one, by utilizing different skills and taking classes, and by receiving the various resources that they need. A problem that I saw when I was doing my simulation with the environment was the lack of signs for blind people. What I mean by this is brailing. Some of the places that I went did not have signs in Braille. Most of them were written out, and they didn't have any automated voice recognition type of signs that would speak out to allow me to know exactly where I was going, which would have been very beneficial. Another one that was hard were ramps. I didn't see too many. Some places didn't have ramps, so going up the stairs was a little tricky. Another issue was activated walk signs. If my boyfriend wasn't with me to cross the street, I would have probably had a very difficult time crossing the street, because they didn't tell you when to walk, and all I could hear was the sound of the traffic, and it was a lot to take in. The ways that I would need to adapt my home environment to live independently with being blind would be to first develop a system. So by labeling everything, and by having them be placed in the same place every day, every time, so that when I'm looking for things, I already know where they are by memory. By doing this, it will help me with finding things. Like when I was trying to wash the dishes, I didn't know exactly where the sponge was and the soap, so it took me a little bit longer. However, by memorizing this and setting it up accordingly to where I would be able to remember where they are, would help a lot. And also by making sure that the floors were clean and not cluttered would be beneficial as well. And also in the bathroom, by installing handlebars both in the shower and by the toilet, to help you get up and sit down, and will help you a lot, because I'm sure that there are incidents of someone slipping or getting hurt, and I think it's also important to be well versed in where all your exits are, so in case of an emergency, and being able to contact someone and understanding who you need to call if something happens and you're not able to do it yourself. And I think that there are probably a few more, but those are probably the main elements that a person who has or who is blind would need in order to live independently.